The NFL is set to take a closer look on Monday at DK Metcalf's physical interaction with a fan during Sunday's Steelers-Lions game, and the league's review could carry real consequences that extend far beyond one uncomfortable moment on the sideline. According to a league source, the incident has officially landed on the NFL's radar, with discipline expected to follow after the league office reviews all available angles and footage. Historically, situations like this often result in a fine. But the wording coming out of the league suggests that a stronger punishment is absolutely on the table, depending on what the review uncovers. And that's what makes this situation particularly serious for Metcalf. This wasn't a case of two parties getting tangled up simultaneously or a fan reaching down and initiating contact. Based on the video currently available, the fan did not touch Metcalf first. Instead, Metcalf approached the stands, grabbed the fan's shirt, pulled downward, and then swung upward in what appeared to be a punch. Whether the punch made full contact with the fan's face remains unclear, partly because the fan was wearing a Honolulu blue wig that obscured the angle. But in the NFL's eyes, that detail may not matter much. Intent, initiation, and physical engagement are the three pillars the league will focus on, and right now, none of them favor Metcalf. This incident is already being viewed differently from the Week 1 interaction between Lamar Jackson and a fan in Buffalo. In that case, the fan initiated the contact, which gave the league far more leeway to minimize discipline. Here, the available footage suggests the opposite. Metcalf escalated the situation himself. That distinction matters. The NFL has long treated player-fan interactions as a hard red line. Fans can shout, taunt, insult, and annoy. Players are expected to ignore it and walk away. Once a player initiates physical contact, especially during a live game, the league's tolerance drops to zero. That's why Monday's review isn't just procedural, it's pivotal. The league will comb through everything: NFL-operated camera angles, broadcast footage from CBS, sideline cameras, and any fan shot video that may surface online. The goal isn't just to confirm what happened, but to determine how far Metcalf crossed the line and whether the league needs to make an example out of him. And yes, example is a word that always hangs in the air during moments like this. From a league-wide perspective, this is bigger than DK Metcalf. If the NFL allows players to physically engage fans without meaningful consequences, it opens the door to chaos. Player safety, fan safety, legal liability, and the league's public image all intersect here. That's why discipline in these cases is often harsher than fans initially expect. Even a fine sends a message. A suspension sends a louder one. For the Pittsburgh Steelers, the timing couldn't be worse. They're locked in a tight AFC North race, they're fighting for playoff positioning, and they invested heavily in Metcalf, trading a second-round pick and immediately signing him to a 5-year, $150 million extension. That contract wasn't just about talent, it was about reliability. Right now, reliability is exactly what Metcalf has put at risk. Even if the NFL ultimately decides against a suspension, the distraction alone is damaging. Coaches hate this kind of attention. Teammates get asked about it, opposing fans feed off it, and front offices quietly start questioning judgment when moments like this happen. It also doesn't help that Metcalf's on-field production this season has been good, not dominant. His numbers are solid, but they haven't screamed indispensable superstar every week. When performance doesn't completely drown out the noise, off-field issues get louder. That's how narratives form, and narratives stick. What's especially striking is how unnecessary this all was. There was no competitive advantage gained, no emotional payoff that justified the risk. Security was steps away, officials were nearby. Metcalf had every option to disengage, and chose the one option that puts him directly in the league's crosshairs. From the NFL's standpoint, the fact that officials didn't see the incident during the game is irrelevant. The league has made it clear time and time again that post-game discipline exists precisely for moments like this. Video review has become the real judge, and once Monday arrives, the process becomes formal. The league office will assess whether Metcalf's actions fall under conduct detrimental to the league. They'll weigh intent, escalation, and precedent. They'll look at whether the punch was glancing or forceful, whether it was retaliatory or proactive, and whether any mitigating factors exist at all. Right now, there don't appear to be many. Even if Metcalf avoids suspension, this incident will follow him. Officials will remember it, the league will remember it, and any future emotional outburst will be viewed through this lens. That's the hidden cost of moments like this. The NFL doesn't forget patterns, it remembers warnings. Ultimately, Monday's review won't just determine whether DK Metcalf gets fined or suspended. It will determine how the league draws the boundary between passion and professionalism, between intensity and control. And for Metcalf, it may serve as a harsh reminder that in the NFL, the most damaging mistakes often happen after the whistle, not during the play. The NFL is preparing to take a much closer look at DK Metcalf's sideline altercation with a fan, and the situation is far from routine. According to a league source, the incident from Sunday's Steelers-Lions game will be reviewed Monday by the league office, with discipline expected to follow. While past precedent suggests fines are common in fan-related incidents, Metcalf's case carries several aggravating factors that could push the league toward a more serious punishment. What separates this situation from similar past incidents is simple but critical. Based on all available video, the fan did not initiate physical contact. In the footage circulating online and from CBS's broadcast, Metcalf is seen approaching the front row near the sideline. He grabs the fan's shirt, pulls downward, and then swings upward in what appears to be a punch toward the fan's head. Whether full contact was made remains unclear due to the fan's oversized Honolulu blue wig, but the intent is unmistakable. That distinction matters. Earlier this season, Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson was involved in a heated exchange with a fan in Buffalo. In that case, the fan initiated contact, and the situation was quickly de-escalated. Jackson avoided suspension and faced minimal league consequences. Metcalf's situation is materially different. The absence of fan-initiated contact puts the burden entirely on the player, and the league has historically taken a far harsher stance in those scenarios. The NFL is expected to review all available footage before making a final decision. That includes video from CBS, league-operated sideline cameras, and any additional angles that may surface through stadium security or fan recordings. The league's compliance and security departments will also likely gather statements from stadium officials and team personnel who were nearby at the time of the incident. At minimum, Metcalf is almost certain to receive a fine. However, league sources acknowledge that a stronger punishment, including a suspension, is very much on the table. From the NFL's perspective, this isn't just about one punch or one player losing his composure. It's about preserving a fundamental boundary in the sport. Players cannot physically engage with fans under any circumstances. Once that line is crossed, the league's credibility, security protocols, and public image are all put at risk. That's why the optics are so damaging. Officials missed the incident entirely during live action, meaning Metcalf faced no in-game discipline and returned to the field immediately. While that spared the Steelers in the moment, it increases pressure on the league to act decisively after the fact. The NFL has long emphasized that post-game discipline exists precisely to address situations